Central Otago is a really special place. We're a long way south, one of the southernmost regions in the world, and so on paper it shouldn't really work, but somehow it does. The reason it works is a unique combination of things. So we have great protection from the big mountains all around us, and so it creates like a small bubble of climate where you can successfully grow grapes. But if you move outside of that small area, the region has just gone over 2,000 hectares only, then it's either too wet or too cold.
And what is the affinity that Central Otago has with Pinot Noir? Why is it a great Pinot land?
I think for Pinot Noir, you really need to have a cool climate for it to excel, and we definitely have that here in Central Otago. But the problem with a lot of cool climates, when you go to find them, they can tend to start to become wet climates, and particularly in the autumn, when you're waiting for that last degree of ripeness to occur. And in Central Otago, we're the driest part of New Zealand, with only 350 millimetres of rain annually. And when we do get rain, it's always associated with wind. Being a small island in the middle of the Southern Ocean, it's always very windy here. So our threat of disease is extremely low. So we have very, very clean fruit and ripens in a cool climate. And with the dry climate, the low rainfall, it's very conducive. We have very, very low disease pressure. So it just makes sense to farm organically and biodynamically.
Why did people think that you were crazy to be planting or working in Central Otago?
I would read earlier articles or hear about how the pioneers, like true pioneers, Alan Brady from Gibson Valley, or Rolf Mills from Ripon, and Pinckney from Taramia Wines, how they were, almost certifiably crazy thinking of planting grapes down here. It's much further south than any of other New Zealand's wine regions. Otago is known for being very, very cold and cold winters, frost, snow, and I think people the people criticising hadn't looked overseas and perhaps looked at some places where wines were being grown. In Germany, with places, northern hemisphere, it's -15, -16, and they'll cover the vines up in the wintertime. Here it's maybe -7, -8. It's beneficial. It's just a nice cold winter.